Tinubu'S reign is over. Sowore is now the new Yoruba leader. This is according to the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, that lost his mom some few months ago and recently lost his father also. And he said that this is as a result of the issue of the Hausa Fulani controlled military that invaded his hometown, and this brought and caused shock to his parents, and that is the reason why they passed away very quickly. He has decided to lend his voice to this struggle that we are all seeing, how the DSS, the Ora State Secret Service, are actually manipulating the court order. They've pocketed the judiciary. Of course, they own the legislator too. We all see, we are all seeing, and we all saw what happened. He has decided to lend his voice to this, and he said that Bola Tinubu'S reign is over as a leader of the Yoruba land, of the Yoruba people. He said Omoyele Sowore is now the new leader, the convener of revolutionary movement, the CEO of Sowore Reporters. Omoyele Sowore, now the new Yoruba leader. It is reported by Nigeria News that Kanu made a statement during a live broadcast on Radio Biafra on Sunday, December 8, 2019, where he spoke on the maltreatment of Sowore by officials of the DSS and the abuse of human rights in Nigeria. Of course, we saw all what happened. He has been granted bail twice, and the court has ordered for his release thrice. In fact, the third time, the judge herself had to run away, and that is Justice Ijoma Ojukwu. That she has been playing ball with this administration. She has been playing ball with this Ora State Secret Service Agency, or whatever they are, because they are being controlled by the presidency. Some say, according to the constitution, the DSS is being controlled directly by the presidency, so they listen to the order of the presidency, whatever that is. I think the constitution itself is jaundiced. They need to make amends and change how things are done in that contraption called Nigeria. The online news platform had reported earlier that the DSS released Sowore on Thursday night after spending 124 days in their detention. Sowore's release followed a court ruling ordering DSS to release him in the next 24 hours. However, on Friday morning, something strange happened. The secret police re-arrested, and I like to use the word re-abducted, re-kidnapped Sowore in the premises of the Federal High Court in Abuja, Nigeria capital, and reportedly took the activists to the DSS headquarters. The other young man, Olawale Bakare, called Mandate, aka Mandate, that is his alias, escaped, and he has been on the run ever since. Because a lot of people think it is just Omoyele Sowore that the DSS abducted. No, there is still somebody else, a young man, that was also equally abducted by the DSS, and he escaped for his life, whilst Omoyele Sowore decided to hand himself, well, are we going to use the word hand himself over? Because if you had wanted to escape, probably there will be more bloodshed, because the DSS, from the pictures and the videos that we saw, they are ready to shoot. They came in masked. They were putting on some sock over their faces, and they were with guns and bulletproofs, and they were really ready to kidnap. That is what they are there for. They looked violent, and they are ready to perform their enterprise. However, like I said, the government representative, and that's the aide to the government, has decided to come out to say some very inaudible and very incoherent, in fact it's so full of lies. And also the DSS spokesperson Afunaya, also he came up to say the same kind of very horrible sounding narratives, just like he said Omoyele Sowore might be hit by a car if we release him. He came up with another story that they never came to the court, they never did this, and that they are simply arresting Sowore because Sowore threatened them few hours after he was released, and that's a lie. He said he's going to pull down the government, he's going to destroy, he's going to do this and that. That's the reason why they re-abducted him, they re-arrested him. So apparently, displeased with Sowore's travails, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu held a live broadcast. And in this broadcast, he decided to share his own opinion as regards this. He condemned the act and also called for Omoyele Sowore's release. During the broadcast, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu would describe Sowore as a new face of Yoruba liberation, stressed that anytime the activist steps out of prison, he will be the next face of Yoruba land. And hopefully it will be, because there are a lot of people in that contraption called Nigeria, because Sowore never preached tribalism. He never preached sectional, kind of protest or activism, unlike Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that preached only about the Biafra, and that is his own struggle. That is his own, what he's focusing on. Omoyele Sowore is more of a collective activist. He's talking strictly about corruption in the system and how to change the structure the way it is right now. It's not some, it's endemic. That is what Omoyele Sowore is actually preaching and singing about. He isn't kind of sectional like Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And when they met in America, they had a discussion. And what I picked from the discussion is the Omoyele Sowore telling Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to be very wary and careful about those criminals, looters that are still part of the Igbos and also part of the Biafra, that they will be part of the new country and they will practice their enterprise. That is what that's who they are. They are saboteurs. So he said we have to focus on that. It's not just about breaking away from Nigeria, because I can point to a lot of people from the southeast of Nigeria that are as equally corrupt, evil, just like the people from the northern part of Nigeria or in the southwest part of Nigeria. So it's not about just the Hausa history alone. We have to broaden the net. We have to look deep, like a surgeon, and operate deep and see more of the problems and rot. So those are part of the things that they actually discussed when they met, which is, which is good. So the IPOB leader maintained that Sowore will come out of DSS custody and that he would lead his people to freedom, adding that the activists should rather channel his energy towards getting Oduduwa Republic rather than fighting for one Nigeria, as Nigeria is useless. That is it. So he has told him now in his own view. He said, you see, the reason why there aren't a lot of people coming out, not because people did not come out for him during his time and he had to also escape for his own life, because this Fulani Caliphate, Hausa Fulani Caliphate, they are ready to kill. And until the South decide, I'm talking about the exceptional, like I said, we have the typical ones that are thieves, just like the North, they are all criminals. Until they stand up and decide, they will never break free. And of course, you know that the British are also part of this. They don't want Nigeria to break apart because they love the way it is. So, in his words, he said, let me tell Tinubu this: your reign as the leader of the Yoruba people is finished. Sowore is a new face of Yoruba liberation. Sowore is a new Yoruba leader. Any day Sowore steps out of prison, he will be the next face of Yoruba land. Sowore will come out and he will lead his people to freedom. Sowore should go and fight for Oduduwa. Nigeria is useless. Kanu said this in a broadcast. And that is just what he has decided to say. So I wouldn't know if Sowore will want to do the tribal thing, like, okay, you know what, I'm going to fight for Oduduwa. And when you look at the story and the issue of the Oduduwa itself, it's not everybody in the south west of Nigeria that is Oduduwa. Because when you look at certain histories, which I don't want to go deep too much into, you realize that there are certain people in that same southwestern part of Nigeria saying that they are not children of Oduduwa. That Oduduwa came and met people right there. So they are not children of Oduduwa. So there is a lot of mixed up story about the name Yoruba, the name, the Oduduwa man, and and the rest of the stories there. So it's an issue for us to look into also. But nevertheless, they can also come up with a name that suits the southwestern part of Nigeria. But then, are there people that are ready to stand side by side? I'm not saying behind, hailing and saying hailing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That's not the way to move. You have to be side by side with him. Just like Sowore, we have to walk side by side, not you behind the back and you are hailing. No, you have to be side by side so that everyone can be a revolutionary, everyone can reflect and add his own quota to this struggle to get back Nigeria from these blood suckers. So guys, that is what it is for now. If you're not a member of this channel, you can simply tap on the subscription button and the red notification icon bell so you'll be notified whenever videos are uploaded. Thanks for stopping by.